Get the 5 Mantra MP3 Abundance Package at JasonGallant.ca.
So today I want to talk to you about awareness. And why is awareness important? And why is it a problem when people seek to shut down their awareness, even though it seems like a reasonable idea at the time? They're like, I'm in pain, I don't want to feel any pain, let me shut down my awareness, let me do drugs or do whatever it is I got to do to shut down this awareness. Well, we all know that when somebody drives a car and they are impaired, they have shut down their awareness through alcohol or through some substance, we know that they become a danger to everyone around them. You know, they may hit somebody with the car because they can't control the car because they're not aware of all the stimulus that is coming through the steering wheel, right? And in this exact same alignment, it is the same thing with you. When you are not aware of all of the subtle things that are happening within you, and you are not capable of becoming conscious of what's going on, certain side effects or certain misappropriations or mismanagement of this vehicle can happen. I can show you a shot of Harrison Hot Springs where I live right now, and we can see all the smoke in the air and everything. This is a side effect of somebody not being aware of repercussion of taking certain actions and causing a forest fire, which can cause an immense amount of damage, an immense amount of loss of life, an immense amount of suffering for everyone, just for one moment of them not being aware, okay? So this isn't a Smokey the Bear video. I'm not trying to talk to you about, be safe with forest fires. But what I'm trying to say to you is that awareness is your biggest protection against karma. The law of cause and effect. That's all karma is. It's just the law of cause and effect. And when you expand your awareness, when you become hyper aware, very aware of what's happening, then you can make different decisions, as opposed to just blindly flying through life and, okay, I'm going to walk into traffic with the blindfold on and see what happens, right? So the first step on a spiritual journey is to no longer shut down your awareness. And if you're not willing to do this, then you're not ready for the spiritual journey. You still want to deal with the repercussions of having no awareness. You still want to find out what this life of not seeing or experiencing anything leads to. You still want to find out what happens when you lead your life without awareness. You're still interested in finding out where that road goes, right? And we know of the extreme circumstances where people become addicts or different things like that. That is the extreme circumstance where people go down the path of shutting down their awareness. And we know that at some point, the shutting down awareness doesn't work as a coping mechanism. At some point, it starts to come back around where stuff becomes so painfully obvious that you can't shut it down no matter what you do. So the truth is that life is coming towards you, and any sort of coping mechanism of shutting down your awareness is only a temporary fix, but it will not take care of the dragon at the gate. The dragon is still waiting there, still waiting for you. You can put a blindfold on, but that dragon is still waiting, right? So the good news is that when you practice being aware, when you practice being aware of what's happening inside you, practice being aware of your thoughts, at some point, you will notice that suffering is not the only option. At first, you'll say, Jason, all I am, I'm aware. I'm aware, yeah, and man, I'm in pain. Damn it, I hate you, Jason. How dare you tell me to be aware of this pain? I'm already aware enough of it. Thank you very much. And I get it. I was there. I understand what you're saying. And don't think that I don't feel for you. I know what that's like. But what I'm saying is that when you stop underestimating the pain of your point of view, when you stop underestimating your identity's ability to cause you suffering, then a whole new set of options opens up to you. And it has very much to do with opening the heart, very much to do with surrendering to these energies and realizing that they are not what you think that they are. this thing that you call pain, this thing that you call suffering is really love. And as it merges with you, then the experience of love will become greater in your field, and it will be with you at all times. This loneliness that most people complain about will totally disappear in this moment. As you allow these energies in with you, then loneliness just totally disappears. A lot of people live in this alone state, thinking that they need another person or another, maybe a cat or something to make them feel better. But really what you are alone about, really what you're lonely about, is that you are not one with yourself and with the experiences that are trying to come back home to you. It's like you've locked the door and you say, I don't want to experience this other thing, this other part of me. So the first step is being aware. The first step is practicing awareness. And this awareness not only protects you, it not only takes care of you, but it takes care of your neighbors as well. If you have a neighbor that just spreads gasoline on their lawn just for fun and starts just lighting matches and throwing them all over the place, that would be a level of a lack of awareness. A lack of awareness of the repercussion of that. And of course, that neighbor would end up burning down your house. But if that neighbor was more aware, perhaps they would be making different decisions, which would cause you no longer to be in danger. So this is how you become a benefit to the world, as you practice awareness. And nothing happens overnight. This is the other thing that I find a lot of people mistake. They look for a quick fix. The spiritual path, as with anything worthwhile, is not a quick fix. It takes practice and discipline. This is why they call them spiritual disciplines. They don't call them spiritual quick fixes. Right? But as you practice this awareness, you will see that there are many different energies happening inside you. And some of them you have labeled quite strongly. You're quite sure about what sadness is. You're quite sure about what depression is. You're quite sure about what boredom is and anxiety. But I'm saying let go of the labels. Just let go of the labels for a while. Practice being with those energies, and at some point the heart will open and this mystical process happens. And through this mystical process, the experience of light, love, fulfillment, peace, and oneness and harmony becomes a part of you. And then from there, action coming from wisdom is possible, because you've allowed those energies into the heart, and the heart is your real mind. The heart is the place of wisdom, not the intellect. And the heart will guide you then to the place of proper action in any one moment. You no longer have to pre-construct everything right from the beginning. It's the heart just instantly emerges as this vehicle of truth. And this will lead you to greater and greater freedom in your life. And it will cause a lot of commotion for your neighbors. Because the heart knows what it knows, and it will see where there are others in this world who are unaware, causing all sorts of repercussions, and that's when the real spiritual work begins. People ask me, why do I make these videos? I don't sell near enough books to justify it, or MP3s, but I make these videos because a world full of aware people becomes a very fun place to live. But if I get a bunch of people walking around crushing their awareness or killing their awareness at any one moment, and they're making decisions based on this lack of awareness, we all suffer because of it. We all experience a lesser life because of it. So I hope this helps you on your spiritual journey. Take care for now.